Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. First and foremost, I want to extend a heartfelt thank you to all for your incredible love and support. Your encouragement means the world to me and keeps me motivated to create more content. And I also wanted to apologize for the delay in posting this video because it takes time for me to gather all the information of and then I have to organize all that into a proper way so that from organizing I can easily tell you and from that you can easily understand now. So from that point of view, it takes time. Before we get started, I wanted to share a quick update on our channel's growth. It's amazing to see that how far we came together. However, I noticed that many of you who watch my videos aren't subscribed yet. If you enjoyed the content and find it helpful, please consider subscribing. Your support gives me motivation to upload helpful content regularly. So please do subscribe and share it with someone who might be helpful from this. Okay, and today, we are going to cover the concepts of ERPs. Like in that, everything I'm going to tell about the ERP concepts, and this will be the first video lecture of our training. And today's session is a bit theoretical part. I know, but this is the foundation for our training because if you can't understand the ERP concepts, then it will be difficult to you build the functionality point of view. So this is the important content, uh, and please do subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. So let's get into today's agenda. In this video, we'll cover the following topics. Like first, I'm going to explain what is mean by ERP. Like in ERP, what E stands for, what R stands for, what P stands for, what is the necessity of planning in ERP, and then I'll summarize by a small definition of an ERP. Then after that, I'll tell you the evaluation of an ERP, like from like where it is began and like currently uh, how the ERP is right now in the market, and then what are the major reasons why companies are adopting of ERP, and then I'm going to tell you the ERP system concepts, like, and then what are the components of ERP system, I'll tell you, and then I'll show you the framework of an ERP system, like the framework, like how the ERP will work, the business process, the based on the business point of view, and then uh, I'll show you through an example that how companies or and organizations were uh, like maintaining or running their businesses before ERP, and how they are currently running their businesses after implementing the ERP. And like I'll tell you the implementation ERP implementation approaches and different phases, like what are the different what are the different implementation approaches and what are the different phases while implementing the ERP, and then what are the risk and challenges were company faced during the implementation, and what are the different modules are there in ERP system. After that, I'll tell you what are the different types of ERPs are there in current market. Okay, so let's start. So what is mean by ERP? So on my last video, I told you ERP is nothing but enterprise resource planning. But did you understand what I told? What is mean by an enterprise? Enterprise is nothing but it's an organization or an entire company, including its departments and functions. Now again, what is mean by departments? So to run any organization or any company, we may have some departments like sales, where the like product will be sold to customer, production, where the product is made, finance, where the company's financial transactions are managed, HR department where employees related activities are handled, supply chain where the raw materials are sourced from and managed. So these are the departments. So like enterprise is nothing but it's an organization or an entire company including all departments is called an enterprise. Okay, coming to resources, resources is nothing but they are the various assets and inputs that the company uses uh, to achieve its goal is called resources. Resources is nothing like resources is not only the workers, but for an organization resources are everything. Like I'll tell you, the raw materials, whatever the raw materials that the company uses to form a finished product is also one kind of resource, and the employees who worked for the in the production, and the sales staff who bring the sales, and the accountants who takes all like the financial part, and the HR who like coordinate all the employees related information. So they all comes under the employees, and these employees is also one kind of resource. And machinery is also one kind of resource. So machineries means the tools and the machines that use like in the company to form the end product is one type of resources only. And the information is also one kind of resource. Information is nothing but whatever the sales data, whatever the inventory levels like information, and whatever the employees performance. So these all comes under the information, and this information is also required to run the company. So information is also one kind of resource. And the financial resource is nothing but money. The money for purchasing the raw materials, and money for paying the salaries, and the money required to run the organization is one kind of resource. Uh, I hope I'm making a sense, and I think you got an idea of what is mean by enterprise, what is mean by resource. Okay, now I'm coming to planning. So planning is nothing but organizing and managing these resources efficiently is called planning. You may ask me like why planning is required. If you have an organization with all departments, if you have the resources, you can like easily produce the product, you can easily like manufacture the product and sales. Now why planning is required? See, the business will not work on like this way. So like for every department planning is required. See, I'll tell you how planning works on like in production planning. In production department, the how planning will be work like the ERP system can schedule the production runs based on the current orders and inventory levels. For example, if there is a high demand for a particular type of chair, the system will ensure that the enough raw materials are available and schedule the production accordingly. Okay, and then what the inventory management will do? The ERP system tracks the inventory levels in the real time. If the stocks of the wood is running low for a part to like to form an end product of a chair, then like if the wood is running low, then the system can automatically place an order with the supplier to replenish it. Okay, and then what the sales management what they will do? So the sales data is integrated into the ERP system now. So like the sales team can see the real-time inventory levels and the production schedule. So this helps them to provide accurate delivery date to customers. And then once the product is delivered, then what the financial management do? So all the financial transactions are recorded in the ERP system. So these financial the financial management is not only for sales revenue, but all the financial related transaction. It may be the sales revenue, expenses for the raw materials, employees salaries, and other expenditures. All that will be recorded in the financial module. And then from these the financial team can generate the financial reports, and they can ensure that the company is profitable. In a HR resource, like in HR management, or like why planning is required means the ERP system manage the employee information, tracking, attendance, schedule shifts, and handles the payrolls. Okay, normally the HR manage modules will handle these, but through planning, this ensures that the right number of workers are available for each production shift. So, like this is the proper utilizing the resources. Like so, like to ensure and utilize properly, resources, planning is required. I guess you got an idea, but I'll tell you with an example. Like imagine a company receives a large order of for the dining tables. Okay, let's assume that the enterprise is nothing but a furniture manufacturing company. Okay, a furniture manufacturing company is the enterprise. Okay, and in that, what are the resources? Uh, Based on your type, like based on your understanding, I'm saying. So, like in furniture manufacturing, what are the resources? The resources may be raw materials. The raw materials are like nothing but the woods, nails, varnish, and some other raw materials to form the furniture. So these are the this is one type of resource. Okay, and then employees is one type of, as I told you, employees are the one type of resource. In employees who will be there, the workers who work in the production, the sales staffs, the accountants, and the HR. So they all are also one type of resource. And machineries means the tools and machines that used to cut the wood and to assemble the furniture. These machineries is also one type of resource. And the data on sales, inventory levels, and employees information performance is one type of resource. Like I mean, information is one type of resource now. And then financial resource is nothing but the money for buying the buying or purchasing the raw materials and paying the salaries. It's also one type of resource. Okay. So how it will work, I'll tell you. So in the sales team enters, uh, like first an order is came, and then the sales team enters the order into the ERP system. So then the ERP system checks the current inventory levels and schedule, like current, like okay, I got an order of 500 dining tables, but currently right now I have only 200. So I need to produce that. So that what will we do? What will the ERP do means the ERP system will check the current inventory levels and schedule the production for dining tables. Okay. Then the what the inventory checks means the system ensures that there is enough wood and the other materials are there or not. If not, it places an order with the suppliers. Okay, and then the HR module will uh, like the HR module schedules the necessary workers for the production shifts. Okay, and then the production team follows the schedule and manufactures the dining table. After the manufacturing, the finished tables are checked for the quality. Once the quality is checked, then the products are like packed. After the packing, the logistic teams will arrange for delivery of that finished product. So they start the shipping and they ship to the customer. Once the product is delivered, then we'll get an sales revenue. So the sales is recorded in the financial module, updating the revenue and the inventory levels. Okay, by integrating all these functions, the ERP system ensures that the company operates smoothly and efficiently, and then they're reducing the delays between the like dates and something, and minimizing the cost and improving the customer satisfaction. If you like, customer satisfaction is nothing but without the planning, let's say without ERP, you wanted to like you will say, sir, I'll deliver by 2 days, but due to some problems, like you deliver that product in 4 days, then the customer may like not come to you next time. So that's why planning is very important in any organization. Okay. I hope you got an idea what is ERP means, like enterprise resource planning, and like what it plays the role. Okay. Now I'll summarize the definition of ERP. So ERP is nothing but the practice of consolidating an enterprise planning, manufacturing, sales, and marketing efforts into one management system. Is called enterprise resource planning. Okay. It combines all across database into a single database and can be accessed by all employees. Okay. What it means, as I told you, that like the sales team can see the like inventory levels and the production schedules. So all departments are like enter in a single database. So through that, uh, it will be easy enough for all departments. Okay, now I'm going to explain the evaluation of an ERP. The evaluation of an ERP begins like after 1960. So, uh, like before 1960, all the businesses were businesses relied on the manual process with paper and pencil only. Okay, like before computers, businesses like mostly depends on the manual processes. For example, let's take a small bakery uses wood, like uses the paper and pencil to track their inventory, sales, orders. So this method was like time consuming, and there is a chance of like causing errors in this process. So between the 1960s to 1970, the introduction of MRP for inventory control was like the first step in the market. So in 1960, the introduction of MRP stands for Material Requirements Planning, marked into the first step towards the automation. So before that, everything was happening manually. So an MRP system helps the businesses manage inventory and production schedules. For instance, a manufacturing company could now use a MRP to ensure that they have a right amount of raw materials to meet the production demands. Like MRP is nothing but it tells that in your inventory level what are the raw materials are there, like, and what are the raw materials are there, and what are the raw materials required to form a end product. Okay. Example, car manufacturer, like a car manufacturing company uses MRP to track the availability of parts like engine, tires, and ensuring they can meet the production schedules without the out overstocking or running out of stock. So in MRP, to form to form the car as an end product, what you required, like what are the raw materials required, it tells you. So due to that, like it minimize you, like it helps you to overstocking or running out of stock. This MRP systems helps you. So after that, in 1980s, MRP2 adds, like in 1980, MRP evolved into MRP2. MRP2 is nothing but manufacturing resource planning, which includes the additional functionalities like financial management, quality control, and equipment maintenance. So, example, the same car manufacturing company now uses MRP2 to to not only manage the inventory but also schedule the maintenance for the machinery, track the production cost, and ensures that the product quality. Like in MRP1, you only see the like what are the raw materials required to form an end product. But in MRP2, uh, MRP2 stands for the manufacturing resource planning. To like, it tells you that okay, to form a end product of car, you required 4 workers for like at these job. shop floor, and 2 workers at that shop floor, and 3 workers at this shop floor. And additionally, it adds on another functionalities that the financial management is added, quality control is added, and equipment maintenance is added. So this is the additional functionality added in the 1980s. Okay, after that, in 1990s, the concept of ERP emerged, like integrating all the businesses processes into a single ERP system, combine the functions like finance, HR, manufacturing, supply chain management. Example, I'll tell you the ERP, like ERP example. A large retail chain uses the ERP system to manage everything from inventory and sales to employees payroll and customer orders. So these integration helps him now like streamline operation and improve the efficiency. Earlier it was not there, but in ERP these concepts were introduced. Okay, and then in 2000s or in early 2000s, ERP2 includes the like CRM and BI were introduced. Like the ERP system expanded into ERP2, incorporating customer relationship management. That is called CRM, and business intelligence, that is BI. So these allow the businesses to not only manage the internal processes but also understand and respond to the customer needs. So that concepts were introduced in the early 2000. Okay, example, a global electronics company uses ERP2 to track the customer purchases, manage supplies chains, and analyze market trends. So these helps them to tailor their products and marketing strategies to meet the customer demands now. So that was the early 2000s. Like in 2000s, these ERP2 concepts were there. So in 2010 to present, IERP, the latest evaluation is intelligent ERP, that is IERP, which leverage AI, machine learning, and IoT, that is Internet of Things, to provide a real-time data and insights. Example, a smart home device manufacturer uses IERP to predict demand for their products and optimize supply chain to automate the decision making processes. For instance, the system can automate the reorder components when the inventory level, like when the inventory levels are low, based on the predict analysis. So this is the evaluation of an ERP. So in early 1960, everything were manual process. So in 1960 to 1970, the MRP concept, the MRP1 concept were introduced. That is material requirement planning. That is used for inventory controls. In MRP1, it tells that you have this much of quantity, like to form a end product, these raw materials are required, and currently you have this like uh, currently you have this stock on hand. This is the stock on hand value, and to form a end product you require this much of quantities. So uh, that part will be tells in the MRP1 concepts, and this is the first automation concept. Before that, earlier everything was manual process. Then MRP in 1980s, MRP2 was introduced. In MRP2, so like to form that end product, like how many resources are required, and that part was introduced in the MRP2. MRP2 is nothing but manufacturing resource planning, and then they added the additional functionalities that like financial management, quality control, and maintenance, equipment maintenance, something like that. Okay, that was introduced in 1980s. In 1990s, ERP integrates all the businesses processes. Like in 1990s, the ERP integrated with all the modules or all the departments. Okay, in early 2000s, it not only integrated with the internal things, but it integrated with the CRM and BI. CRM is nothing but customer relationship management. So through that, you can understand the what customer requires and business intelligence. Okay, that was the thing that in 2000 in ERP2 was added, and then in 2010 to present, the IERP concept was introduced. IERP is nothing but the intelligent enterprise resource planning. Okay, mm, like yeah. Next, coming to next, wow, yeah, the major reasons for adopting ERP. So, what are the major reasons for adopting ERP? If you ask me, so these are the major reasons why companies are adopting the ERPs, like centralized data. Like ERP system stores all the business data at one place, making it easy to access and manage. Example, imagine a retail store that uses different systems for inventory, sales, and customer data. With an ERP, all this information is stored at one system, so employees can quickly find what they need without switching different systems now. So centralized data is one of the major reason, and then improve the efficiency. Like ERP automates the routine task and processes, reducing the manual work and errors now. So a manufacturing company can use the ERP to automate the order processing. When a customer places an order, the system automatically updates the inventory levels and schedules the production and generates the invoice, and saving the time and reducing the mistakes. So that will improve the efficiency. Okay, and then better decision making, which means like ERP provides a real-time data and analytics, helping the businesses make informed decisions. Like a restaurant chain can use the ERP to analyze sales data and identify which item are most popular. So this will help them not to like promote or remove the item from the menu. I hope I am making a sense. Okay, and another is cost saving. Like ERP systems improve the communication and collaboration across all the departments. Okay, like let's consider in a healthcare facility, doctors, nurse, and administrative staffs can all access the same patient records through the ERP system. So ensures everyone has up to date data or information, and so and can work together, so that will be more effectively. So this will enhance the collaboration. Okay, and then scalability is nothing but like ERP systems can grow within the business, accommodating new processes and additional users. Like I'll tell you a small example. Like a small e-commerce business can start with a basic ERP and adds more features as it expands, such as advanced inventory management, customer relationship management. So like the scalability of the ERP will be depends on your business. So like if your business is like a startup, so through based on your businesses you can increase the scalability. So that is one of the major reasons why companies are adopting these. Okay, and regulatory compliances, which means like ERP systems helps businesses like help like they helps meet industry standards means. Yeah, and the last one is regulatory compliances, which means it helps like meet industry standards. Example, I'll tell you, a pharmaceutical company can use ERP to track the production process and ensures that they meet regulatory standards. making it easier to pass audits and inspection also. So like what they will do means like this will helps now to meet the industry standards point of view. Okay. Now let's talk about the ERP system concepts. So yeah, so like whenever a customer, like as you can see that my customer is on my left side, the suppliers is on my right side. So whenever the customer place an order, the sales department will enter that all in a same database, and they'll see the inventory checks, and if the required finished goods are available, then like they'll tell to the customer that we'll going to ship these by these like on that day. Okay. If the like if the required finished product is not available in these inventory, so through this they'll inform to the production to produce like schedule for the production. So before starting the production, the what the job what the production team will do means they first checks in the inventory for the raw materials. If the raw materials are not available, then they'll tell to the purchase department. So what the purchase department will do, they'll procure the raw materials from the different vendors. Like here, they may be like verified vendor, non-verified vendor. So that will be there. So like purchasing will be happen through different stages. Like bidding will be done when verify like to verify the vendor, there'll be bidding process, and then like that part will be completely separated. I'll tell you that later. Okay. So that from there from like purchasing will be done from the suppliers, and the like supplier will be sent that products to the warehouse, or okay to warehouse. Once the product is received, the production department will starts for producing the that end product, and then once the product is produced like finished, then the logistic team will start shipping to the customer's place. Okay. Once the product is received in the customer, the like then the financial the sales revenue will be recorded in the financial management, that will be related to accounting. Okay. As you can see that this purchasing, sales and accounting will be my back office process, and the distribution, the manufacturing and inventory and plus distribution, this is the operations. Okay. So like the main advantage of this ERP is centralized database, because all the data from the different departments like sales, finance, HR and inventory is stored at one place. Okay. And this means everyone has access to the same information. And second thing is automation, like routine tasks like processing orders, managing the inventory and payrolls is completely automated. So these will reduce the manual process, like manual work and errors. And third advantage is real time data. That means ERP system provide up to date data information, which will helps in making quick and informed decisions. Okay. And fourth advantage is integration. Like as you can see, different modules like accounting, inventory, customer relationship management are connected. So this will allowing seamless data flow across the organization. Okay, I'll tell you these concepts through a lame example. Like imagine a furniture co that manufactures and sells the furniture. So a customer place uh, a customer place an order for dining tables on Furniture Co's website. So the sales module will records the sales order and update in the inventory modules and to check the stock levels. Okay, and inventory checks. What here inventory checks? The inventory module checks if the dining table is within the stock or not. If the table is available, then the system reserve it for the customer. Okay, if it is out of stock, then if if the table is not available, the system triggers for manufacturing module to procure that to procure more tables. Sorry, to produce more tables. So this inventory module will trigger to produce more table. Then what this manufacturing model will schedule production based on the order. Okay, based on the order that get from that customer. Okay, first it checks the materials in the inventory, like it checks if all the necessary materials, example, to manufacture a wood, what are the materials, to manufacture the furniture, what are the materials, like wood, screw, varnish, like that we require. So that are available or not, it checks first. So if uh, if it is available, then it schedules the production and update the inventory once the tables are made. Okay, and once the tables is ready, the shipping module arrange for delivery. It coordinates the logistic team will coordinates with the inventory team will coordinates with the logistic team to ensure timely delivery to the customer. Okay, and along with that, it's update the logistic team will update the sales module with the shipping status of so the customer can track to their orders. Okay, and once the product is delivered to the customer, the finance modules record the sales and update the company's finance statements. It may be invoice generation, like it generates an invoice for the customer. Payment processing, it processes the payment and updates the financial records. Okay, that will be done. Okay, once the product is delivered, then will the customer service also can be done here in ERP, like in CRM model. The CRM model means the customer relationship management keeps track of customer interaction. So if customer has any issue or questions, the customer service team can access their order details to provide assistance. Okay, so through this there are many benefits like efficiency, visibility, integration, customer satisfaction. So this is the concepts of an ERP. Okay. Okay. Now we are moving forward to components of ERP system. So here are the main components of ERP system. The first is finance and accounting. So finance and accounting means part this part tracks all the money coming in and going out. It handles like invoice payments and financial reports. So all the finance related part will be handled in this finance and accounting part. Okay, coming to this human resource HR module or HR management or whatever you can say, these component will manage employees information, payrolls, hiring and benefits, hiring process and benefits. It's like digital version of HR department. Okay, and coming to sales and marketing, this section helps manage customer orders, sales process and marketing campaigns. So it keeps track of customer interaction and sales data. Okay, and then coming to inventory management, this part is monitor, like this inventory management monitors stocks level, orders, deliveries, like it ensures that the business has right amount of product available. All that will be included in this inventory module. Okay, and then supply chain management. So this component oversees the flow of goods and services from suppliers to customer. So it helps in planning, sourcing and logistic. Coming to manufacturing, if the business makes products, this part helps in manage production schedules, materials and quality control. that will be comes under the manufacturing. Okay, coming to customer relationship management, this section mainly focuses on managing relationship with customers. Okay, it keeps track of customer information, support tickets, and communication history of customer. So these are all the main components of ERP system. I hope you got an idea of components of ERP system. So now let's look at the framework. Okay, so the framework of an ERP system is like an ERP system is built on a framework that integrates various business processes into a single unified system. The framework consists of several components or modules, each designed to handle specific business functions. So, like centralized data base. So, the heart of the ERP system is centralized data, which stores all the data from different modules and ensure that all departments can access the same and up to date information. And the core modules of this ERP system is finance and accounting, which manages the financial transaction, budgeting, and reporting. That's what I just explained, you know. And then the HR, the core modules of the ERP framework is like I'm telling about that. Okay. First one is the finance and accounting. Then second one is HR. HR will handle the employees information, payrolls, and hiring processes. That. And then the third one is the like inventory management. In inventory management, it tracks all the stocks, like stock levels, orders, and deliveries type. Okay. In sale, like fourth one is the sales and marketing. So which manages customer orders, sales data, and marketing campaigns. Okay, that will be in the sales and marketing. And then the fifth one is a supply chain management module, which coordinates the procurement, production, and logistic. So the supply chain management will coordinate with all these departments. Okay, coming to this CRM module, manages the customer interaction and the supports. Okay, we have a interaction layer, like the framework will stands on the like the ERP framework stands on four aspects. That is, first one is the centralized database, then the core modules, and then the integration layer, which means like it connects all the modules through the centralized central database and ensures that the seamless data flow between the different modules, and it's allow the real-time updates and information sharing. Okay, and then there is a user interface, like the front end that user interacts with is very user interface, and it provides the dashboards, reports, and tools for data entry and analysis, and can be customized based on the user roles and preference. So these are the four main key roles for the framework of an ERP. Oh, like I'll tell you with an example. Let's take a fashion hub, retail company. So it has a centralized database. So stores all the data related to sales, inventory, finance, and HR, etc. Like related information here in the database. Okay, and it has a core modules that finance and accounting will track all the financial transaction, generates the invoice, and prepare for financial reports. Okay, the HR will manages the employees, like HR will manages the employees records, processes the payrolls, and handles the require like hiring process. And here in inventory management, the it will monitor the stock levels, like in warehouse, and stores the and like stores and manages the reordering processes. Okay, and the sales and marketing will do the the sales and marketing will do like records the customer orders, track the sales performance, and manage the marketing campaigns. Okay, here the supply chain management will coordinate with the suppliers to manage like manages the logistic and transportations. Okay, and the CRM will keeps the customer interaction, manages the customer services and supports. Okay, we have the third one, the interaction layer or integration layer, you may say. So that will be like when when a customer places an order, the sales module will updates the inventory module. Okay, the finance module generates an invoice and updates the finance financial records. The supply chain module will ensure that the product is shipped to the customer. So that integration layer will ensure that it has a seamless data flow. And the user interface will come, like the ERP has a user interface, which means employees uses the dashboards to view the real-time data, and managers can generate the reports to analyze the performance, and customize views based on the user roles can be done easily. Like example, sales people can view their related data, finance will see their related data, HR will see their related data, so that can be customized, okay, based on the roles. That's all about the framework of an ERP system. So next we have yeah, here you can see how an organization was running before an ERP. Let's consider a tech gadgets which operates without an ERP system. So like here sales department uses their own standalone CRM, like customer relationship management system, to track the customer orders, and the sorry yeah, the inventory department uses their spreadsheets to manage raw materials and finished products, and like production department, as of now, here, yeah, the production department uses paper based methods and separate softwares to schedule, to schedule the tracking manufacturing. And the, you can see that purchase department use emails and phone calls to place the to place the orders with the suppliers. Okay, and they stores all the supplier details, vendor details in their own database. Okay, and the accounting department uses their accounting softwares to handle invoices, payments and financial reporting. Here you can see, like example, whenever a customer place an order, like let's take a tech gadget. So like a customer place an order of 500 smartphones. Okay, here in the sales, so the sales department will records the order in the CRM system and sends an email to the production department. They will send an email to the production department. So the production department will check if the paper checks their paper records and software to schedule the manufacturing of 500 smartphones. So then they realize that they need more components, like example screens, batteries, to form that end product. Okay, so they check in the inventory. So the production department emails the inventory department, like they email the inventory department to check the stock levels, and the inventory department updates their spreadsheets there and finds that they have only enough components for 300 smartphones only. Okay, so the inventory departments informs the purchase department to order more components. So then the purchasing department contact the these purchasing department contacts the vendors or suppliers via email or phone calls to place the order. Okay, and when the supplier delivers the components in the inventory, like in at the inventory department, like at the inventory department will update their spreadsheets. Okay, then the production department schedules the track and the manufacturing processes, so using their paper records and softwares. Okay, after that after they manufacture, after the forming of end product, like once the smartphone is produced, that undergoes the quality control checks and results. are recorded manually. So all that things is like all this thing were done manually. And after forming the end product, the sales department arranges for the shipping of the 500 smartphones to the customer. So like once the product is delivered to the customer, the accounting department will generates an invoice and track the payments using their accounting software. Okay, so you can see that from this it's a bit clumsy and a time taking process, and there is a chance of causing errors because all this thing is done by manually. So there is no automation, and all the information like the sales department will store data in their own database. The accounting or financial data will store in separate database, and the financial like purchasing data like related vendors or suppliers details will store in the separate database. So warehouse or inventory details will store separately. So these were that was like, so what were the challenges that companies were faces, like you can see that so many like everything were manual process, like many steps involve manual data entry, communication, leading so that may leads to delay and errors. Okay, and second thing is data inconsistency. That means different department uses separate systems or like different databases, so causing data inconsistency and making it hard to get a unified view of operations. Okay, and limited real-time visibility, which means managers struggle to get the real-time updates on inventory levels, production status, and financial like what financial reports. And then the fourth one is the communication delays. Like information is passed through emails or and phone calls, which can be slow, and there is a chance of misunderstanding. So these are the challenges that companies were faced due like while before implementing ERP. Like before ERP, these were the challenges that company used to face. And the the what were the impact on operations? That was inefficiency, which means the manual and fragment process slow down operations and increase the risk of errors. So due to that, there is a chance of inefficiency and difficulty in decision making, which means lack of real time data makes it difficult for managers to make informed decision quickly. Okay, and poor communication, like sorry, poor customer satisfaction, which means delay and errors in order fulfillment can lead to dissatisfaction customer. So that were the impacts on operations. Okay, now I'll show you the same tech gadgets company like organization uh, which uses like now which uses an ERP and how their workflow will be like. Here you can see that the sales department uses the ERP system to record the sales order. Okay, and the inventory department like inventory department will uh, manages the raw material finish products in real time within the ERP systems, and the production department like schedules and tracks the manufacturing using the ERP system. The purchasing department places the order with suppliers directly through the ERP system, and the accounting like the accounting handles the invoice payments and financial reporting within the ERP system. So like everything is happening in a centralized database. Like I'll tell you by an example, like um, a customer place an order like let's consider the same example for tech gadgets. A customer place an order for 500 smartphones. Okay, The sales department records the order in the ERP system, and this system automatically updates the inventory and production schedules. Okay, the production planning will be happen like the ERP system checks the current stocks and schedules the manufacturing of 500 smartphones. It identifies the need of for additional components. So it identifies the need additional components. Then like the ERP system checks the real-time inventory levels, indicates that only enough components for 300 smartphones are available. So the ERP system automatically generates a purchase order for the additional components needed and sends to the supplier. Okay, the supplier delivers the components and the ERP system updates the inventory levels in real time. So once the raw materials are received, the production department uses the ERP system to schedule and track the manufacturing process. So all update are recorded in real time. So once the production is completed and once the finished goods is once the finished good is formed, the quality control checks and log directly into ERP system and ensuring immediate visibility of any issue. Okay, the sales then after forming after packing that, the sales department arranges for the shipping through the ERP system, which updates the order status and inventory levels also. Okay, once the product is delivered, the ERP system generates an invoice and track the payment, updating the financial records automatically. So this is how the organization were working after implementing the ERP. Okay, and what are the benefits of after implementing the ERP are here, like efficiency, like automate processes, reduce manual, like efficiency is the first thing. So everything was automated, so that reduces the manual process, like manual work, and speeding up the operations, so which reducing the errors. Okay, and second thing is data integration. So all the department uses the same system, so ensuring data consistency and a unified view of operation. Okay, then real-time visibility, which means manager can access the real-time data on inventory levels, production status, and financial enabling decision making is easy for them. Okay, if the data is real time available, then for managers or the stakeholders can easily take the decision. Okay, and like this fourth one is improve the communication, which means like information flows seamlessly between different departments na? So which reduce the delay and miscommunication. And fifth one is customer satisfaction. So like the faster and more accurate order fulfillment leads to happier the customer. Okay, so what were the impact on operations? So after implementing the ERP is streamlined processes, like which means the ERP system automates and integrates the processing, makes operations more efficient. Okay, and then better decision making. So the real time data provides the manager, and then from that real time data, managers can take managers can take easily the better and informed decision quickly. Okay, and then enhance customer services, as I told you, the like improve the efficiency and accuracy in order fulfillment will enhance the customer satisfaction. Okay, no, like I'll tell you what are the risk of implementing the ERP. So implementing of an ERP system can be a complex process with several potential risks. Here are the main factors that I have given. Like the first one is a scope creep. Scope creep. The this happens when project goals keep expanding beyond its original plan. So which leads to delay and increase the cost. Example, imagine you plan to build um, 3 bedroom, okay, 3 bedroom house. On the midway you decide to add a swimming pool and a house. So this will increase the time and the money need to complete the project. So this is the scope creep is one of the major factor for like that will be the risk in implementing the ERP. And second one is inadequate training. If employees are not properly trained to use the new ERP system, it can lead to errors and inefficiencies. Okay, like example, think of giving someone a new smartphone without showing them how to use it. They might struggle to make the calls or send messages. So that may leads to frustration and mistakes. Okay, that is the second thing. And third one is like data migration issue, like transferring data from old systems to new system can be tricky. Like if not done correctly, it can result if the data law it like it can result the data loss or corruption. So the major like while doing that data migration, we have to do properly without the like if you miss one step, that will be risk in the like implementing the ERP. Okay, and fourth one is the resistance to change. Like employees might resist to new system because they are comfortable with the old one, leading to low adaptation risk. Like imagine switching from like driving a car to riding a bicycle. If you used to drive, you might resist the change because it's unfamiliar and seems inconvenient. So so from that point of view, most of the like employees will resist to change. Okay, this will be one risk in implementing like risk while implementing the like ERP. And fifth one is like insufficient testing. Like if the ERP system is not thoroughly tested before going to live, it can lead to unexpected problems and downtimes. Example, it's like launching a new app without beta testing. Users might encounter bugs and glitches that can be that could be fixed with proper testing only. So if like insufficient or without proper testing, that will be like failure. Okay, and then the last one is the poor project management, which means like like without effective project management, the ERP implementation can go off track, leading to delay and budget overruns. Like example, think of organizing a big event without a clear plan, without a proper coordination. Things can quickly become a like failure type. Okay, so these are the risk of implementing ERP. Okay, now I'm going to tell you about the ERP implementation approaches. Okay, the so these four are the implementation approaches. The first one is the like big bang approach. So which means like the entire ERP system is implemented across all the department at once. Like example, take tech gadgets decides like example like tech gadgets decides to switch all its department to new ERP system on a specific date, and on that date the old systems are turned off. Okay, the new ERP systems goes live. Okay, so this is what the big bang approach. Okay, from these big bang approach, what are the advantages means it will be quick transaction will be happen and immediate integration across all the departments. These two are the advantages. And what are the challenges means like high risk of disruption if issues are arises. Okay, like because you can't identify, like because you have implemented complete ERP at once, so there is a chance of like if an issue is formed, you can't find where the issue is like on which department or which session or which module. So the finding that issue, it will be quite complex. And second challenges is it requires extensive preparation and training. Okay. Oh, and if it not well prepared, the company could face significant downtimes and employees might struggle to adopt the quickly. The failures for this is like employees might struggle to adopt the quickly, leading to operational delay. Like if you integrate, like employ the, like if you like what I say, if you deploy it night by night for learning and like learning that functionality, employees will struggle now. So that is the thing in Big Bang approach. Coming to phased rollout, this ERP system in phase rollout, the ERP system is implemented in stages, like either by modules or by departments. Okay, like let's take again tech gadgets as an example. First implemented the ERP system in the sales department. Once it's running smoothly, they moved on the inventory department and so on. So like it's the phase rollout means like you are implementing the ERP like module wise or department wise in a stages, not at once. Okay. So like what are the advantages from these is like lower the risk as changes are gradual. Okay. And second thing is easier to manage and troubleshoot issues. Okay. And the challenges of implementing that these is longer implementation period. Like it takes a time because you're implementing these in a stages wise now, so it takes longer implementation period. And temporary integration issues between the old and new, like there may be a temporary issues will be happen because like the older version will be there, and with older version only you are trying to integrate with the newer version, so there may be a issues between that too. Okay. And the failures of these implementation will be if the phases are not well coordinated, it can lead to data inconsistency. Okay, the first thing that. And second failures are prolonged transactions can cause confusion among the employees. Like you're prolonging, like you set it like first I want these, first month I want to implement these, second month I want to implement that. So by prolonging these, the like employees unable to understand, okay, like what they are learning also. Okay. That is in this phase rollout. Okay. Coming to parallel adoption. In parallel adoption, both the old system and the new system run simultaneously for a period. Okay. This is happens in the parallel adoption. I'll tell you by an example. Let's consider the tech gadgets only. So they runs its old inventory management system alongside the new ERP system until the new confident, until like they are confident the ERP system is fully functional. Okay. That is the thing. And coming to the advantages in here is safety. Like net as the old system is still available, so there may be a safety of that. And second thing is allows for through testing of new system. But what are the challenges from these parallel adoption means double workload for the employees and higher operational cost during these transaction periods. Okay. And what are the failures for these is means like employees might rely too much on the old version, so delaying full adoption of the ERP. That is a one thing. And then second thing is increase the complexity in managing two systems. Okay. And then yeah, we have the last one is pilot implementation. Pilot implementation means the ERP system is first implemented in a small, then control, like small controlled environment before a full scale rollout. Okay. like that in pilot implementation will be done. Like example, let's take again tech gadgets. So they implemented the ERP system in a small production unit. So after successful testing and adjustments, so they roll out into the entire company. Okay, so that is what in pilot implementation will be there. So the advantages from this is identifying the issue in a control setting only. So that will be one. And then the second advantage is like reducing the risk by testing on a smaller scale first. Okay. So that will be two advantage, like this is the advantages. And the challenges while implementing this is these a pilot implementation approaches. Initial benefits are limited to the pilot area. Okay, like you implemented on a short or a small production unit, so initial implementation will be limited. Okay, and it requires careful planning to scale up. So without the planning you can't directly implement that. If you implement without a planning, it will be a major failure type. Okay, and coming to failures, if the pilot is not a representative issue may rises, like like I mean, uh, in pilot implementation, the failures are like delays in scaling up can prolong overall, like s- there may be a delay in scaling up your company because it prolongs, or like what would I say, like period like it prolongs the longer implementation period. So that is the failure type, you can say. So the common failures and challenges in so like the common failures and challenges are while implementing the ERP is like inadequate training may leads to failure, and that is one type of like challenges also, because employees may not be adequate trained, leading to misuse or underuse of ERP system. So that is one. And poor change management, so like some resistance to change can hide, like resistance to change can be one, like what challenges also, like one kind of challenge. Data migration issue, understanding the cost, lack of clear objective. So these all are the like what I can say, failures and challenges while implementing. Like if you take any approach, like any kind of approach, these failures and challenges are common. Okay, now I'm going to talk about the major phases of ERP implementation. So like implementing of an ERP system typically involves several major phases like planning and preparation, requirement analysis, system design, development, testing, deployment, training and support, uh, evaluation and maintenance. So first, in planning and preparation, this phase involves defining the project scope, setting goals, and assembling the project team. It's all about laying the groundwork for an entire project. Okay. In coming to requirement analysis, so like I'll tell you the example for planning and preparation. Imagine you are planning a big family vacation. You decided to on the like on the destination. So you set a budget, you assign the task to family members like booking tickets or finding the hotel. So this is the planning and preparation stage. Okay, the first thing that what we are doing. Okay, and then we have a requirement analysis. In requirement analysis, in this phase you'll identify the specific needs and the requirements of your organization. So this involves the gathering inputs from different departments, like and to understand what they needs from the ERP system. Okay, and then the third stage is design stage. So based on the requirement, you design the ERP system. Like these includes decides on the system architecture, modules, and how different parts of the system will interact. Okay, that will be happen in the system design. After system design, you'll go for deployment, sorry, development. So this phase will involves configuring and customizing the ERP system according to the design specification. It may also include developing the any additional features or integration like needed. Like example, you start booking the flights, hotels, and activities based on your things, and you might also arrange your special requirement like renting a car or booking a guide tour. Okay, that is what, this is a lame example that I have given in the development point of view. And after the development, you'll go for testing. Like before going to live, the ERP system is thoroughly tested to go to ensure that it work as expected as it is. So these includes unit testing, system testing, and user acceptance testing. So like I'll give you a lame example, like you double check all your booking, confirm reservations, make sure everyone has a necessary travel documents. You might also do a trail run of packing to ensure that things fit. So this is what testing means. So after successful of testing, you'll the this is deployment phase will become. So this is the phase where ERP system is rolled out to the entire organization. It can be done using the different approaches like Big Bang, as I told you now, like earlier, Big Bang approach, phase approach, parallel, or like pilot approach. So based on your uh, like based on your requirement, you can implement or deployment that. Okay, after deployment, what you have to do, training and support to the organization. Okay, like employees are trained to use the new ERP systems, and outgoing the supports it is provided to address any issues or any questions that arises. Okay, so after that, there will be a like evaluation and maintenance. Like after an ERP system like is alive, its performance is monitored and any necessary adjustments or updates are made. Regular maintenance ensures that the system continues to meet the organization's needs or not. So here in last maintenance stage, you just give the additional support after the deployment of that. Okay, I'll tell you by a lame example that, like, let's say a manufacturing company wants to implement an ERP system. So, to improve its operations, okay, they started with the planning and preparation, okay, setting a clear goals and assembling a project team, okay. During the project requirement, like coming to this, like project requirement, they gather the inputs from the different departments to understand their needs. So in this system design phase, they created a detailed plan for the ERP. So after that, in the development phase, they involve configuration, like configuring the system and adding the necessary features. So then they move to testing, okay, to ensure that everything works correctly. So during the deployment, they rolled out the system in phase, and starting with the finance department, employee receives training and supports to help them to adopt the new system. So finally the evaluation and maintenance phase will be there, and then they monitor the system performance and make any necessary updates are required or not. So that's how the phases of an ERP implementation. Okay, I guess you got an idea. I'm moving to next part. I know this is a bit theory part, but it has to be understood because this is most important for you. Okay, now I'm going to tell you what are the challenges while implementing the ERP. So these all are the main challenges that were faced while implementing the ERP. So first thing is high cost. Like ERP systems are expensively expenses, like sorry, ERP system ERP system is expensive to buy, customize, and maintain. So the cost includes software, license, hardware, and consulting fee. So an ongoing maintenance also. So that may be high cost. Okay, first thing. Like okay, and then complexity. Second one is a complexity is another second challenge. So like ERP systems are complex and requires careful planning and execution. Like these involves multiple modules that need to work together seamlessly. Like okay, and then fourth challenges is, as I told you earlier also, resistance to change. Like employees might resist using the new version because they are comfortable with the new like old one. So these can lead to low adoption rates and inefficiencies. Okay, this is one of the major challenges while implementing. Okay, and the fourth one is data migration. This is also, just now I have told you that like transferring the data from older system to newer system can be difficult and risky. So there is a chance of data loss or corruption. Okay, and fifth one is customization. Like in customization, customizing the ERP to fit the specific need for of the organization can be challenging and time consuming also. Like that is one type of challenging in now. Like and coming to this, like next one is training. So like employees need to be trained to use the new system effectively. So without a proper training, they might make mistakes or not use the system efficiently. Okay, and fifth one is integrating with the existing system. This is the major challenge while implementing, because ensuring that the new ERP system works well with the existing system can be complex. It requires careful planning and execution. Okay, and we have another main like another this is like project management. Like effective project management is an important to keep the implementation and on track within the budget, and poor project management can lead to delay and cost overruns also. So project management, proper project management is also one challenge to the like what I say like organization. So these all are the challenges that company faces while implementing the ERP. Okay, next I'll tell you. Like let me tell you with an example, so that's why like that will be easy for you. Like let's say a hospital decide to implement the ERP system to manage patient records, billing, and inventory. So here's how they might face challenges. Okay, like high cost. The hospital spends a significant amount on purchasing the ERP software and hiring the consultants to customize it. So this also need to invest in new hardware and outgoing maintenance. Okay, and second thing is in complexity. The ERP system includes modules for patient records, billing, and inventory. So each module needs to be configured correctly and integrated with others. Okay, these requires careful planning and execution. So that is the thing. And third one is resistance to change. Some staff members are comfortable with the old system and resist using the new ERP system. So these find it difficult to adopt the new processes and features. Okay, and fourth one is the data migration, like transferring the patient records from the older system to the new ERP system is challenging. So there's a risk of losing or corrupting the like important data during the migration processes. Okay, and like customization means like the hospital needs to customize the ERP system so to match its specific processes and requirements. So these involves configuring the system to handle unique workflow and data structures also. And then like the hospital staff needs to be trained to use the new ERP system effectively. Without a proper training, they might make mistakes or not use the system effectively. like and the new ERP system needs to integrate with the existing medical equipment and database. So these requires careful planning and execution. So to ensure the smooth integration, I guess I'm making a sense now. Like see, challenges are nothing but like while implementing the ERP, what like how a company will face or will challenge like will face the challenges. So that I have clearly mentioned. Don't worry. The like I'll provide a document related to that. So through that, by going on that like document also, you can easily understand these concepts. Okay. Now coming to next, the major modules in ERP systems are uh, here. I have provided that like financial management. Here all the finance related in financial management, all the financial transaction or finance related uh, information is like gather or store. Okay. And here in then human resource HR management, like here all like employees related information is handled. Okay. In inventory management, the stock related uh, I'll explain you through an lame examples so that you can like understand. Okay. Like the finance like financial management is nothing but like think of this as a business wallet. So it keeps the track of all money coming in, going out, helps with the budgeting and making sure that all financial records are accurate. Okay. That's what the financial management will do. And coming to HR, uh, this is like a business people department. It manages employees information, handles the payrolls, hiring new staffs, and take care of the employees benefits and training. That will come under the HR. Okay. And coming to the inventory management, imagine this as a big storeroom. So this model keep track of everything in the storeroom, like what's being sold and what's need to be ordered, and so the business never runs out of the stock or too much. Okay. And then we have a supply chain management, SCM. So this is a business delivery system. It manages everything from buying a raw material to delivering finished product to customers, so ensuring everything runs smoothly. That's happen in the SCM. Okay. Coming to the manufacturing, this module is like a factory floor. It helps plan and manage the production process and making sure product are made efficiently and meet the quality standards. Uh, Coming to the customer manufacture, like customer relationship management, think of this as a business customer service desk. Okay, imagine like it manages the like integration with customers, help with sales and marketing, and ensure customers are happy and loyal. Okay. And here in sales and marketing, this is like a like business sales team. It handles everything from finding a new customer to processing orders and running promotions to boost the sales. And in procurement, like this procurement is like this module is like the business shopping department. It manages buying goods and services from the suppliers, ensuring the business gets what it needs at best price. That's what happen in the like procurement module. And in project management, like imagine a project like imagine a project manager with a clipboard. So this module will help like plan, execute the and monitor the projects and making sure that they are completed on time within the budget. So that's what happened in the project management. And then we have another module, that is warehouse management. So in warehouse management, what will happen means this is the business warehouse it's like a business supervisor, like warehouse supervisor type. Like it optimize warehouse operations, like including the tracking, inventory, picking, packing, and shipping to improve the efficiency. Okay, and we have another BI, like business intelligence. Like business intelligence is nothing but it's a business brain. So it's like it's analyze the data and generates the insights and helps the business to make the smart decisions based on the real time information. Okay, and we have the risk management. This is the last module. So this risk management is nothing but like it's like a business safety officer. So it identifies the potential risk, okay, and access them and helps to migrate, sorry, like helps to mitigate them and ensures that business stay like secure. Okay, this is the last topic that in my today's video, that is different types of, yeah, like ERPs in the market. So we have different types of ERPs based on the requirements. Okay, so the first one is like on-premises ERP. So on-premises ERP is nothing but you may had this thing or not. I'll tell you that on-premises ERP is nothing but this type of ERP is like having software installed on your own, so like computer, and the company buys the software and install it from the own server. Okay, uh, the example for this is SAP ERP. Okay, and then we have a cloud-based ERP. In cloud-based ERP, like I'll tell you, it's like using an app on your phone and you access it over via internet. So, and the software is hosted by the vendor, which means like cloud-based ERPs means like everything like the database and the ERP, everything will be on the cloud. The better example for this is NetSuite ERP. Okay, and coming to the hybrid, it is like mixing, like mix of both on premises and cloud. They, okay, and some parts are installed on your own server and some parts are accessed over via internet. Okay, the best example for this is Microsoft Dynamic 360. And coming to next, we have industry specific ERP. So these ERP are designed for specific industries like manufacturing or healthcare. So they have a special features for those industries only. Okay, the best example for this is Epicor ERP. Okay, and coming to the open source ERP, this type of ERP lets you see and changes the software code. Okay, it is very flexible but needs a technical knowledge. I'll so better example, like the best example for this is Odoo. I'll tell, like I'll show you the like how you can install and configure the Odoo in my next classes. Okay, I'll tell this. Okay, because it's an open source now, I'll tell you that part. Okay, and also I'll tell you how you can like, so the best practice for adopting the ERP is Odoo. I'll suggest for that, and I'll show you how you can install and configure the Odoo on Windows. Okay, for a small businesses ERP, we may use as Zoho. Okay, like they are simpler and cheaper with just features small business needed. So Zoho is for small business ERP. Okay, mid market levels we use as the Infor cloud suite. Okay, and for enterprise ERPs we may use as the Oracle ERP. Okay, so that's all about the different types of ERPs in the market. Okay, now I would love to hear from you. If you have any questions about the topic that I have covered, please leave them in the comments below. And thank you for joining me today. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with anyone who might benefit